SaturDAVE. Welcome to SaturDAVE. Hello, Shemay. Hello to Fear the Track. How are you? Saturday for the 18th of July. How do you like my new look? How you like me now? Yeah! Hi, Shatter King. Hi, Noreen.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. No, that isn't high blood pressure. I'm playing with the lighting here. I know I look red. Let's put Crotchy over in the get Crotchy settled over here. There we are. Let's see. I gotta mess with these colors here. It's always kooky. It's kooky. Gotta do the lighting. Let's try green. Yeah, it's hard to see the lighting with that. Let me turn that off back there. We got to mess with the lighting here. Where's my drinky poo? Where's my drinky poo? Turn this off. I turn that off. Maybe that'll make the colors a little better. I don't know. Do. Oh, my drinky poo. Bring my drinky poo. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Saturday, the 18th. Hello, Ellen. Ellen Wilson is here. She's up early. Ellen in Idaho. Good morning to you. Nice day here so far in beautiful Morganton, North Carolina. How about blue? How about the Devil Channel? The Devil Canal de Diablo. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny how, the colors don't quite come up as beautiful as they look in real life here. That's not bad. Tasmod. Hey, smartphone Jay, nice to see you here. We got to get the music cranked up, right? Yeah, all right. Dixie Prepper. It's Camo Dave. Someone should make a parody of Adam the Woo, call it the Daily Poo. I don't know. I've been kind of disappointed with Adam. I don't know. I am all for, what should we go with, red? I can't tell. The colors are all, I can't pick a good color. I like the red. Anyway, I'm fine with things reopening as long as they're done carefully. We have to have the economy going, but I just really think that right now Disney is having all these people such a priority to go to Disney with all the cases jumping there in Florida. I don't know, man. It's all goofy, and they're all so excited with their masks on. Just put your mask on and everything will be fine. You can just, Adam, I think Adam is kind of like a big ostrich. He just kind of sticks his head in the sand. Ellen Wilson reporting. That's right, Ellen, reporting for duty. Hey, I want to shout out to Roland the Norzaballs there, LLC. That's the law firm that I have covering all of my illegal issues. I did a nice video last night. He should do a whole series on Dave's feuds. I was thinking the other day, how many feuds have I gotten into in the last 4 years that I've been running this channel? I mean, it is like a lot. It's like I'm thinking of him and her and him and her. And oh yeah, don't forget him. Jeez. It's been a lot. Oh, thank you, Janice. Did you like my morning? Yeah, I did a little update on the studio and what I'm planning on. So yeah, just kind of hunkering down. I just bought a red and blue synthetic dye from Walmart yesterday to dye my white masks I bought. Well, that's good. I mean, everybody's getting into their fashionistas. What do I got? I got my I wear my camo mask all the time. I mean, I don't know how, it's not one of those big whole facey things, but I wear it. I wear it when I have to go into the Walmart or the grocery store. I think it looks good with my camo pants. They match very well. Danny Lee is lurking. Hello, Sarah. I had a nice chat with Sarah out there in I was going to say Albania. What am I saying, Albania? In Albuquerque. Sarah's in Albuquerque living in her tiny house. That was very nice chatting with you, Sarah. Glad to see you here. Good morning. Oh, Scott and Terry. Nice to see you here. Are Scott and Terry here? I didn't see them pop up. But Scott and Terry, nice to see you here. If you're here, we know you're watching. Oh, you know they're watching. Okay. Yeah, all the feuds. Oh, yeah, the Billy feud. Billy feud, Carpetbagger. Who else have I feuded with? A lot of people. Way too many to mention. Anyway, last half hour of the show today, 10:30 to 11 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to take some calls on the hotline. So we'll do that, but don't call in yet. And do not call with a restricted or blocked number because I do not answer those, okay? If you want to call, I won't give your number out, but you have to call on a regular number that shows up. I do not answer restricted numbers. So go ahead and try calling because you won't. Combat feuding camo. That's right. I don't know. I have had so many feuds with, multiple Carolyns. I don't know, man. I think that's par for the course for a critic, though, Anyway, so yeah. Hey, I was thinking, too, we could talk about maybe some of your favorite RV movies. I put that in the title today. I was thinking, what movies that you've seen that have RVs in them, what are your favorite RV movies? And I pulled up an article from Camping World that lists the top RV movies. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. There he is, rolling the doors of balls after his grand. We had the big grand premiere last night. We all met there in the woods up in where is he? Somewhere in the wilds of North Carolina. And his drone flew over, and we all had a pre-show party for the big documentary reveal. Man, I love Slim Potato Head. He's one of my favorite channels. Yes, I do enjoy his channel. There's not a heck of a lot of drama in it, but I do like it. I was thinking today I got to trim these eyebrows. Yeah, they're starting to look Spocky. I'm starting to look like Mr. Spock with they turn up. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta trim. Get the trimmers out today and trim the eyebrows. You can't think of any. All right, here are the 9 movies, and some of these are really good movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Lost in America. Albert Brooks, Julie Haggerty follows a husband and wife duo who quit their jobs and set out to travel across the country in the Winnebago. And on their very first stop, they leave California and they go to Las Vegas, and she takes the entire wad of money that they've saved for their trip and she loses it, just gambles it away. And then they have to deal with all the crazy stuff. They're heading east. I think he's got a new job or something in New York. Albert Brooks, but that's a good movie. 1985. I love that movie. I love Albert Brooks too. I always love his old movies. He was kind of like a California Woody Allen. Oh, who else is here this morning? Art in Oregon, Brian Fortis. How are you doing? The old stoner. Old stoner, do you want to go hang out with whatever? Yeah, I can't remember all these names. RV Butterfly. Yes, Christmas Vacation. You're right. Christmas Vacation, when where Chevy Chase's brother comes and parks that big RV out front and then has to dump his tanks into the sewer there, the storm drain. That was a good movie. Lost Desi and Lucy. Desi and Lucy, Lucille Ball, The Long, Long Trailer, 1953. You ever watched I Love Lucy? It's all in black and white. This was a movie that was in color. I love this movie. The Long, Long Trailer. It's just a great movie. That one scene where they go down the logging road and they get stuck and the vehicle's kind of, the trailer's kind of turned, and then she's making dinner and then it starts to rain and then the door opens, the thing shifts and the door opens and she falls into the mud. That was a great scene. It's a great movie. I love that movie. The Long, Long Trailer. Oh, yeah. Lucy I think Lucy even sings in it. And she was not known as a singer. Hey, Lori B., how are you doing? Many are lost in the dungeon. Yes, Doc Snyder has a dungeon beneath his house. It's a basement. I think it has a dirt floor in it. And I noticed when I was down there last summer, they were like, it looked like there was some fresh diggings down there. I don't know who's buried down there. Sarah Cox, that's right. Sarah Cox and the old stoner. You're both in Albuquerque. You ought to hang out together. Go visit Sarah Cox's new tiny house. Don't forget Casey Roman's live stream Sunday at 7 p.m. Ozzy Storm. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how Casey handles a live stream. I'm sure she'll be fine. She has the gift of gab. She's got a media way of thinking. She can talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. She'll fill up the time. That's what you learn when you're in the media business. It's like, I got to keep talking. I love Lucy. Yeah, I love that. The Long, Long Trailer is one of my favorite movies. So we got Lost in America. We've got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah, Uncle Eddie, Randy Quaid, rolling up to the Griswold's house in the rundown motorhome. That is a great movie. Yeah, I love that. And I love the two where they have the Christmas dinner and they have the grandma to say a little prayer or something, or whatever, and she starts reading the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Okay, yeah. I forgot that Spaceballs was also an RV movie. Yeah, I love Mel Brooks. This movie was kind of weird. It's his sci-fi movie. If you love Mel Brooks movies, this hilarious parody features a Winnebago. The motorhome serves as the Eagle 5, the infamous space RV. Get ready for ludicrous speed. Yes. So that is considered to be one of the top RV movies. I forgot about that. I forgot that they were in a RV on it. Yeah. Austin Joseph, nice to see you here. By the way, you see Noreen on here. Noreen wanted she said, I'm just going to chill out for a while. And she asked me to take her wrench away. So if you don't see her name in blue, that's it. If she wants to be re-wrenched, all she has to do is ask, because I like Noreen. And, so that's why, if anybody wants to know why she is not in blue today, she's just relaxing and taking a little time off. Ralphian Network, BGR is probably mourning now that Dave has left Manassas. Oh, BGR, you mean the burger place? Yes. Yeah, I don't think there was a BGR in Manassas. It was in Springfield, Virginia. But yeah, they made some damn good burgers. RV Trailer Storm. Yeah, there was a Robin Williams movie. I remember that. It was pretty bad. It wasn't very funny. They also say the Blues Brothers. Camping World says the Blues Brothers. Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. Although the RV in the film is referred to as a Winnebago, when it is in fact a Fleetwood South Wind. It still makes our list of best movies with an RV. The other movies that are listed in here are Stripes with Bill Murray, The Incredibles, and We're the Millers. Jason Sudeikis is a drug dealer going to Mexico to pick up a new supply of marijuana. He brings along a phony family to make it look like they're taking a vacation in their Coachman Class A motorhome. Breaking Bad, too. Breaking Bad, which I love, in the Albuquerque area. Speaking of Albuquerque, they also had a lot of, there were some RVs in that where they go cook some meth out in the desert in an RV a couple times. I remember that, especially in season 1. So, yeah, trailer movies, huh? Yeah, well, that Robin Williams movie, yeah, that was pretty bad. I remember that. That was kind of, Robin was getting kind of towards the end of his career there, and he was getting like really icky movie roles. And that movie was supposed to be comedy, and I thought it was pretty awful. Robin Williams, at the end of his career, did some very serious movies, and they're really brilliant. And I'm not going to go through all the names right now because I can't think of them, but he was an incredible actor, not just a comedian. I mean, he was funny as hell, but he was also, as you watch some of his other movies that were where he was playing serious roles, and he was really good. The 1953 36-foot Redmond New Moon 1953 Mercury Monterey with 125 HP flathead V8. Tasmod. There was the movie Paul. Paul. Independence Day. RVs in the desert. That's right. Yes. I think the movie what was that Cosmos movie? What was the movie? Contact with Jodie Foster. There's some scenes where there's people out in the desert in their RVs too. That's a good movie. Robin Williams. Yeah, I mean, Robin Williams was such a brilliant man. I mean, just absolutely brilliant. I've been watching a lot of old Rodney Dangerfield on The Tonight Show and stuff like that. He was such a wonderful comedian. Paul. Yeah, I do regularly remember Paul, right? Laurie B. 2 guys tour Area 51 in their RV, pick up an alien. I have seen that movie. I watched it when I had HBO years ago. I do remember it now that you mention it. Now I can just lurk. That's right. Maureen is now a lurker. Troll Patrol. That's right. The Troll Roll of Craig. There was a horror movie about the devil that had an RV in the desert. Really, smartphone, huh? Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, that Australian movie. I think they had some RVs in that too. Remember that? RV keeping it rolling. I couldn't be a desert rat. I like AC. Yeah, Ziggy. Yeah, that was the problem that Robin had. He did some really good movies where he was serious. There's a Woody Allen movie, and I can't remember which one it was because they all blend together in my brain, where he was out of focus. The whole movie, that was his problem in life. He lost his focus, and he literally became out of focus. That's a great movie. Dusk Till Dawn, that's a good movie too. That started out as a pretty standard movie, and then it just went off the rails crazy. But I love that movie, yeah. Favorite RV movies: Race with the Devil, Peter Fonda, and Warren Oates. Man, I don't think I've ever seen that one, DNS Tube Audio. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, anyway, I still think Lost in America probably has to be one of my favorite RV movies. All right, Ralphian, Railfan, excuse me, Railfan Network. All right, you have a wonderful day. Okay, so Noreen says she's keeping busy with the wrench on several other channels, so she's not fully retired. Race with the Devil. The Devil Channel. Anyway, there's Crotchy's wearing his Crotchy's taking a little snooze. What, Ziggy? Hey, Art in Oregon, Loretta Swit was in Race to the Devil. Really? From MASH? Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Are there, all these old TV shows like MASH and stuff, who's still around, or it's all the cast still there and gone? I don't know. It's interesting. I watch some of these cemetery channels, and there's a bunch of those. Maybe they go on, like Hollywood grave sites and stuff. Like Hollywood Graveyard is one of the good ones with Arthur Dark. Ziggy with it. And he goes and he'll do people that have passed away, and this lady played Aunt so and so in The Bewitched, and this guy was Uncle so and so in this show, and Wheezy in this show, and and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know they were dead. Well, they were probably in their 50s back in the 70s, so they're probably not still around today. But oh man, so how's everybody doing this morning? Loretta Swit, I like that name. Loretta Swit. Hello, Judy Zimshad. Who is Dave describing? I don't know. Who am I describing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Crouchy.
That's right. I can't breathe. Take this off.
Whoop.
I can see you all. Hi, everybody. It's Crossy, the bottom of YouTube's most famous puppet. That's right. I was watching some people the other day. They were talking about what you need in your YouTube channel to get views. Dogs and cats and cute kids. And you also need a puppet. A puppet is good, too. And there was some guy who was derogatory to Dave. And he goes, yeah, I watched a whole bunch of videos, and there's this one guy that had a puppet in it. And it was like that was really stupid. Hey, we're puppets. We're happy puppets, and we got lots of views for all the people. Yeah, I bet you at least 35% of Dave's viewers simply watch because of me.
Yeah. Trip and Tracy did a fun vid from Disney. He was muffled. There's some people that love Cratchy. Cratchy, you are loved by some people, but then there's others that can't stand you. Oh, poor Grathe. Oh. Anyway, isn't this cool? Let me try this. All the swag I get. I look like RV Homesteader in this, Heidi. Hi. We haven't seen much RV Homesteader lately. I was thinking of some nomads we haven't seen much lately. Of course, the mysterious RV Joey has not been around lately. We haven't seen RV Homesteader much. Hobotech's busy with his business, his gloves and his white coat reviewing. He does a good job, by the way. I think Hobotech has really found his niche. But anyway, we don't get to see RV Homesteader. Is she still hanging out with him? Trapper John. Is Brian Fortis not feeling well? You're in the hospital, Brian. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're feeling better. How's the internet there? A doctor who lived in the hospital parking lot. Can you slip Crotchy some Benadryl? David Ogden Steers. Yeah. The cast and crew of MASH. Yeah, who's still around? Alan Alda's still around, right? I don't remember his obit. I think you don't see much of him anymore. I know Ron Buckley hates Crotchy, and so does the Germ. Hey! Thank you. Who that? Thank you. Always seek adventure. Always seek adventure. Venture. Peanut butter is always the answer. Yes. I don't buy any peanut butter, but my housemate does. He has a bunch of peanut butter in there. I like peanut butter. When we were kids, we used to make peanut butter and syrup. Anybody ever do that? You get like a little jar, you take some peanut butter and syrup and mix it all up and then spread it on your sandwich. That was kind of good. Peanut butter and syrup. Thank you, Always Seek Adventure. As I was saying, I think that everybody in YouTube has seen incredible drops in their revenue this year. I mean, really, if you're just dependent on AdSense, you've probably seen a huge drop. And it was down 30%. It's probably down more like 50%. And, and I do have to thank you, the folks that toss a couple bucks here on the super chat today or the PayPals or whatever. I really appreciate that. It does help out. It helps me grow my channel. I bought a new camera. That's right. The other day I bought a new camera. So now I got 2 of these suckers. We got Squeaky Cam 1 retired. This is a Squeaky Cam 3.0. And then I've got Squeaky Cam 2 here that's charging. Is it still charging? Yeah. So we got 3 Squeaky Cams. And then I've got another cam. This is the one that the button on the back of this is like incredibly hard to push. But anyway, so I got enough cameras now, so I'm in good shape. And then I've got a backup GoPro that Ziggy gave me. Yeah. I read you can't get a picture of you on a ride at Disney if anyone in the ride's mask is off, fell off, punked in, removed. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Adam the Woo, I think, said that the other day, that you have to have your mask on. I don't know, man. I watch the news every day, believe the news, don't believe the news, but there's apparently a lot of cases of the V in Florida, and it just seems to me that to make Disney a big priority right now is kind of a little bit nutty. I don't know, it's a different kind of summer, obviously, and we've got to, if it isn't for your sake, it's for those around you. I think a lot of these folks that go to Disney, if they figure, okay, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm probably, if I get the V, it's not going to be a big deal. But think about, what state in the country has the most older folks that are retired and living in, it's Florida. And then nobody seems to care. We don't care. Come to Disney and give your granny the V. I don't know. I really just think people have just gotten nutty. And I think these Disney people, I don't know, there's something about Disney that just makes your brain kind of go crazy. I don't know. They're not normal people. Disney, the minute I walk into the park, I'm happy. They should just give you a shot of something. Yeah, they should just have an amusement park where you just walk in the park and they just dope you up with some, and you don't even need rides. You just, it's like that with these people. Okay, Sarah. Yes, right. Alan Alda, right. Parkinson's. I do seem to remember that now. You've seen no drop in your revenue. Well, if you're, and one good thing about not making a lot of revenue on YouTube is you don't see much of a drop in it, right? It's going to be 87 in Willamette. Where's that? Wisconsin? Where's Willamette? Illinois? I forget. I've heard of it. I don't know what state it's in. Text to Sturgis. Got a question, Dave. Why is there no windows in your studio? It is because an interior room on a cruise ship. All right. We have several buildings here in Morganton that were repurposed. This was an old textile mill. This was an old textile mill back in the early 1900s, and it changed ownership many times. And then they don't make textiles in America anymore, right? They have socks and underwear and stuff. So that all went away. So this mill closed, and it was just, we're right near downtown. We're literally a block away from the downtown part of Morganton. So somebody, I guess about 15, 20 years ago said, let's take that old building and we'll turn it into a retail complex, put the city hall over there, and we'll put some apartments over there. So they have 3 wings here. So this is an old textile mill. So the problem is when the way the building is designed, you can build inwards from the windows, but so you can put there's a window up there, but then you build the apartment back and there's no windows. So you look at many of these units in this building have bedrooms and other rooms that have no windows. Okay. But every unit has windows, but it's not every room in the, you know what I'm saying? So maybe one of the bedrooms will have a window and then the other bedroom will not. My neighbors, they have a 1-bedroom unit with no window in the bedroom. That's just the way they are. There's another place called Alpine Mills down the road, which is actually, they also did that. They took an old building, an old mill building, and turned it into apartments. And those are even, they'll have a main living room with a window, 2 bedrooms without windows, because it's the way they build. They're not built as apartment buildings, But I like it. I have no problem with it. I have my colored lights to hypnotize. There's a lot of lighting in here. I have a number of fans. The big deal is the air circulation. We have the AC running, and as long as I get air circulation and fans, I'm pretty good. Now, when the power goes out and there's no fan on, yeah, that's why I like to have the backup battery things. Anyway, they took your toe, Brian. What? Oh, no. The other advantage, too, of having a studio without windows is you can control the light. Have you ever watched when I've been doing my show in my sister's apartment or some other place where there are windows? It's really hard to control the light. Whereas here, I can make it totally dark. I don't have to worry about glare. It's actually for filming. It's really you have much more control. You always notice, go to a TV studio. Go to where they, do your local newscast. You won't see any windows because, it gets in the way. And it's also a good bunker. Yes. Now, we are on the top floor. So they could have put some skylights in. I mean, they could have done that. I don't know why. They could have maybe thrown a skylight in. And I don't know if some of the units around here do have that. But that is certainly an idea. But again, skylights. I had a skylight in my old apartment in Reston, Virginia, and that was a you get a hailstorm and it sounded like that skylight was going to shatter at any moment. Teenagers are buying booze with a mask on and wearing old clothes. Old lives matter. That's right, Doxy. How about that? Old lives matter. They should have, they should all 6 feet apart march down the street, right? OLM. I don't know. Again, here in Morganton, it's like 80% of the cases of the virus have been at senior citizen centers, nursing homes, and it's really sad. And, I don't know. I really think Adam DeWoo and some other folks ought to take a little bit turn their brains on a little bit and think, is it really a good idea right now? They've been to Disney so many times. Is it really that big of a deal to start hyping it like crazy now when we're in a situation like this? I don't know. I get very mixed feelings when I watch their videos. In fact, sometimes I just get angry at how dopey they are. Or Willamette Valley, Tasman. Okay, Willamette. There's a place there's a Willem something in Illinois, though, isn't there? Yeah, North Shore, Chicago. Right, Sarah Cox. Fluffernutters. Remember Fluffernutter? It was like a marshmallow spread. Fluffernutter. It had little nuts in it. I remember that. Peanut butter. It was like a mix of peanut butter and a marshmallow spread. That was actually kind of good. Please hit the like button. Thank you. If you want to make a sign of support to the Camo Dave channel, just hit the little $sign there, or my PayPal if you want to help out the channel. Again, I am very adamant on not making I don't want to do PayPal, and I'm not putting anything behind a paywall. So everything you see here is free for you to watch. But if you want to throw up a Luger or something, throw up a cat hair, throw up a hairball. No, Dave loves Disney. Hey, I went to Disney. I'd never been to Disney. Stormy took me to Disney twice last year, and I had a good time. Okay, I enjoyed it. I watched it kind of. It's interesting. It's interesting, I think, to go to Disney as an adult for the first time, not as a kid, because you don't have those emotional ties. Now, if my parents had taken me to Disney when I was 10 years old or something, I probably would have seen it in a whole different era. Oh, I remember with mom and dad doing this and that. But when you go to Disney first time as an adult, it doesn't have that emotional link to it. Am I going to watch Casey Roman? Is she on tonight? I thought someone said Sunday night. Well, I'm doing my own live chat tonight, so. Near here at Pelican Island, they turned the old elementary school into a lodge for duck hunters. Oh. Man. Hey, Charla. J74. Right next to me is an old schoolhouse made into apartments. They left the old chalkboards in. Yeah. Sometimes you see these old loft buildings, they have cement floors and stuff like that. This place is all carpeted, which I was thinking, hey, wouldn't that be nice just to have a cement floor? Then you could put down some throw rugs or something. I think that would make, it's nice though. You can, if you look up there, you can see the old roof. That is the old roof, and it's got some sort of a plastic covering on the top, but one thing you do notice in this place is you really can hear it rain because there is no attic. Okay. Most houses you live in have an attic, which kind of makes, you may know it's raining, but you don't hear it really. Here, and it's raining even moderately, it really makes a noise, which is kind of nice. But then you're laying in bed at night, you just hear it sounds like the roof's going to collapse. When a thunderstorm comes and it's just you sound like, oh my God, it always makes the rain sound worse than it is. Willem Dafoe. I will try to watch Casey Roman, yes. Old mills have wooden floors. Yes, there are parts of this building that do have wooden floors, but right here, it's a cement floor. I can tell by the way it is. But when I walk the hallways of the building, you can suddenly find yourself, it sounds like you're on a wooden floor. Yeah. But we're not on the lower level here. So, whatever, they probably put some cement floors in. I don't know. If you go down to the lower level, I don't know. Casey's on Sunday night, Ozzy. Yeah, Sunday night at 7. So, if you don't want to watch 60 Minutes, you go watch her. That's right, Ellen. That's right. Go. Yeah, my PayPal is, thank you very much if you want to do a PayPal. Anyway, Sweet Pea. Should we change the color? Blue. The blue. Anyway, so how's everybody doing today? RV movies. All right. Thank you, Mary. Mary Sanders, PayPal, $20. Thank you so much, Mary. I also want to thank my PayPal. There's a number of people that have made nice donations to me for PayPal this month. Randy, Michael, Catch Your Miracle, David, Marty, Paul, Tracy, which has a good channel, by the way, Trippin' Tracy, Mary Lou, Mr. Bond, Michael Bond, Patrick, and Andy Ballard out there in Georgia. Thank you again. Those are folks that have been kind enough to make some donations on PayPal this month, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Mary Sanders there. That is very appreciated. Do I watch Steve Wallace? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do enjoy his channel. He does a lot of where he camps out in weird places like median strips and stuff. I do enjoy him. He has a very good sense of humor. Thank you. Yes, we're slowly gaining more subscribers. We've been fluttering around the 11,000 mark for the last week, up and down, and eventually it'll go up. But it just I don't worry about it. It's like commercial break. I want to see the comet, Russell. But we've had every night we have thunderstorms here, and they're big clouds and thunderheads. And it's been very humid, and you can barely see the sky, the nighttime sky. I'm going to try, if you get a nice night tonight or tomorrow night, I'm going to go out and try to see the comet. I don't know. You can't see that. It's not close enough. I'm not going to take it down. I have a picture up there. You see that picture? That was I think it was Comet Kahutek. Remember that came around back about a decade or so ago? That was in Cape May, New Jersey. You can't see it on this picture. Obviously, it's not close enough, but it was right over the Cape May Bay there, right down there at the southern tip of New Jersey. I didn't take that picture, but it was a really cool that you could see it right out of the sun. You can see that if you look at the picture there. I bought that at a thrift. No, somebody was selling those, I think, out on the boardwalk, but it's always really pretty. And I remember my mom and I saw that one night. We were walking in Northern Virginia, and it was really pretty. A couple things I've always wanted to do in my life before I pass away, leave this mortal coil, see a comet and see the Northern Lights. And so far I've been able to do both, and an earthquake. I wanted to be in an earthquake that wasn't terribly serious. So I've seen the Northern Lights. Yes, there was a couple times in Northern Virginia when I didn't see the real spectacular ones, but you could see the whole northern sky going like purple and red and blue. So I did see the Northern Lights. I have seen the comet, or Hale Bopp. Excuse me, that was Hale Bopp. It wasn't Kodak. It was Hale Bopp. It was, I forget when that was, in the 90s. Hale Bopp. And then we did have an earthquake in like 2011 in the DC area that damaged the Washington Monument. So I have at least experienced all three of those phenomenon. Hey, Mark H., you finished your yard work. Well, good for you. No need for my telescope. Really? I got to look it up. Yeah, Judy, I got to look it up and see if we get a nice clear night here, which we haven't had. I'm thinking of driving to Morganton. I'm hungry for a two-fisted Whopper. Hey, let me know. Text to Sturgis. Just give me a day's notice, and I'll meet you down at the Burger King there on Route 18, right off of I-40. I wanted to experience, life experience. I wanted to say, hey, I've experienced an earthquake. And, I did. I've experienced several earthquakes, but they've just been little ones, like Northern Virginia gets. It sounds like a big truck is driving down the street, but it doesn't stop. You know how if you're in a building near a road, and a big moving van will go down the street and your building will kind of shake. But this doesn't stop. This just keeps going for a couple minutes. And you go, oh my God, it was an earthquake. I don't want to be in a big earthquake where it's like, everything collapses. No, but I want to experience a little bit of that ground shift, which I've done. I just say, and that was, I don't want to go through one of those San Francisco earthquakes. No. And I've seen the asteroids and meteorites. There was one night I was working late when I was a kid working at a newspaper, and I had to cover like a county board meeting, and I came home late. I went to they wanted the story by first thing in the morning, so I just went to the office at late at night, typed up the story in the computer, left there, and then I get in my car, and it must be in like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and there was the most beautiful shooting stars. I mean, it was like, it's just gorgeous every couple seconds. I mean, that was amazing. And I'm so glad I saw that. That's right. About an hour after sunset. Yeah, well, what you're seeing in the comet doesn't glow itself. The comet has to reflect the light from the sun, right? It's not, it's not like fire. It's not really a fireball. So you do need some sort of sun to hit it, right? Comet before sunrise, Sunday morning early. Okay. I'll have to remember that. I'm often up really early. I'll pass on the geological drama. Which end of the sky, RV? Yeah, I don't know. Ellen Wilson. Earthquakes are no fun. No, they weren't fun. I mean, I was scared. I mean, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, but I just wanted to, I can at least say I've experienced the Northern Lights, comet, earthquake, shooting stars. Or you could hit yourself in the head real hard, boom, and you'll, shooting stars. I'm the space girl. Are we keeping it rolling? Yeah, I'm a space, the space what do they say? 1957 is the beginning of the space program, and they first put satellites up. So if you were born from 57 onward, you're a space baby. You were born in the space age. So I was born in 58, so I'm an official space baby. You have to be pretty old, right? You'd have to be like mid-60s or earlier, like my doxinator to be, pre-space baby. Really? You got an earthquake that knocked you off your bed. Danny Lee, wow, is that in Georgia? See the witch on the broom go out of the night. Yeah. My neighbor covered the south side of his roof with 32 solar panels. Now he sells power back to the utility. My friend Sandy in Delaware did that. She has, when she bought her house in Rehoboth Beach, she got solar panels on the roof. And yes, her bill sometimes is a negative number. she will get a bill from the utility for, especially when the sun's out a lot in the summer, and they'll actually, it's like give her a credit. That actually happens. You actually you on like a sunny day, you don't have a battery, okay? It's not a battery. It doesn't store power when the power's out. However, they should have a system like that. So that if the power goes out, your power will stay on. They don't have that, at least with her system, but it just feeds the power back into the grid. So what's going into her house is less than what's coming out of her house. So in a way, she's generating power for the utility, and that brings down her power costs. So which is good. You were born a couple weeks, 57. Oh, you're the old stoner. That's right. The old Camo, 1957. Yeah. Really? Yeah. I guess Northern Georgia, you're up in the mountains there. So you would have you could get some halfway decent earthquakes. Wow. It's called grid intertie. Yeah. So her power goes out. She's still now she could get one of these Rock Pals or Jackeries, but it's not, there's no battery, but it does, lower your power costs or sometimes take it down next to nothing. Brian Fortis, I'm 55, calling people younger than me old. I remember when my parents turned 40 and we had a birthday party for them, and hey, you're over the hill, you're old. And now I look at people that are 40 and I go, man, yeah, we see a lot of YouTubers now. There's a whole group of people that you've been in their late 30s and are getting ready or have just turned 40. And it's like, oh, life's over, I'm old. But, I know, Janice Lala, you're 67, huh? He doesn't have battery, sells electricity to Duke Power during the day and draws from at night. Yes, Mark, that's what my friend Sandy does. So, it can distinctly lower your power bill. Okay, everybody's age. 60, 47, 49, 67, 55. Hike! Oh, speaking of that, how about those Washington Redskins, huh? What about, I've lived in the DC area for over 40 years, so I was a big Redskins fan. And now they're going to change their name. I like, what was the name? The Red Wolves. I think one of the top name that people are saying they should change to is the Red Wolves. I like that. I think they should keep red in the title of the name because it's kind of their heritage. To just simply change the name to something else, no. And the other thing Austin Joseph, thank you. Thank you very much. That's right. If somebody wants to make me a $11,000, come on. Only once we'll ever hit 11,000 subs. How about $11,000 today, huh? Red Wolves. How about that? The Washington Red Wolves. I do not want them to change to some Washington wonk name. No. The congressmen, the senators, the lobbyists, the presidents, no. Touchdown, Dave. We got the Carolina Panthers coach. Now they're going to have a new name. And now the owner of the team's organization is now embroiled in a giant sexual harassment controversy. The Red Buds, Big Red Machine, the Red Tails, I've heard. The Tuskegee Airmen has connection to that. The Red Hawks, yeah. The Red, what are those jellyfish? Those red jellyfish? I don't know. The jellyfish. The Washington Jellyfish. The Red Dirt. $11 would be fine, Sarah. Celebrate 11,000 subs. Yes. Yes. And it's like, oh my gosh. It's all relative, right? I mean, I see a lot of channels, 300,000 subs, 250,000 subs, whatever, and I'm like 11,000. Well, I've only been doing this for 4 years. Sign up for Venmo. All right, I should try that. I've never done Venmo. What is the difference between Venmo and PayPal? Is there some advantage? I don't know. I do PayPal. There's Venmo. There's a bunch of different send in pay service things. I don't know. The Red Sins. Ooh. The Ruddy Old Men. Yeah. Cash App. Text to Sturgis. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope we're still there. We were probably dropped back down to 10,997 or something. Hey, J.A. Washington. Yeah, I don't know. I'm becoming a Carolina Panthers fan. I'm living now in North Carolina, so why not root for the hometown team, the home state team, right? The problem is when Dave roots for a team, they usually lose, especially football. Now, the Nationals, yeah, we won the pennant last year, but the Washington Nationals. But for football, whoever I root for usually loses. And my Doxinator just, I'm like, the more I root for the Panthers, the more they lose. They got rid of their coach. They're probably got a rebuilding year, so rebuilding couple of years. So I don't know. Doxinator needs to live long enough to see another winning season for the Panthers, right? The Deadskins. There's a name. They can change to the Deadskins, right? Briar, what is the age demographic of your channel subscribers? They're pretty middle age and up. Okay, I've looked many times, mostly male and mostly over 40. That's generally it. Okay. If you look at it, yeah, we don't, people were wondering the COPPA thing, Children's Online Protection Act, most of these, and I said that to most Nomad channels, children aren't watching because kids don't want to watch that. They want to watch gaming channels or makeup channels or stuff like that. They're not watching middle-aged people living in RVs and stuff. They're just not. Is there going to be any football this year? The NFL seems to think there will be. But we've had already a bunch of training campy things going on where people have already tested positive for the V. So I don't know. I hope so, because it's going to be a pretty darn boring fall with no football, isn't it? I mean, that's one thing you look forward to. The cooler weather, the leaves changing, and football. If there's no football, please don't run old games. Nobody wants to see 19. Well, we're going to rerun the 2006 season. Who cares? Don't sweat it, Camo Dave. The Panthers are losers anyhow. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a better year for my Doxinator if there's just no football, because at least he won't have to witness it. He really does. He takes it to heart when the Panthers lose. It's like his day his week is shot. If they lose on a Sunday, he is in a bad mood up until about Wednesday. So if there's no games, he's probably going to be in a better mood, You'd rather watch paint dry. Yeah. Mary, hey, they break for so many commercials during the games now. And a lot of the commercials are very entertaining. So, I oftentimes will do something else while I have the game on. So I'm not like sitting there watching it unless it's a Super Bowl or something. I'll put the game on in the background and then I'll go, do other things. RV movie, Mickey's Trailer, 1938, 8 minutes long. Mickey Mouse. Interesting. We're talking about some RV movies here. I know there are more. Let's see. What other good RV movies? RV Trailer. Okay, yeah, RV Trailer. That's the one with Robin Williams. Let's see what this one is. Do-It-Yourself TV, the world's best guide to RV-related movies. About Schmidt. I forgot about that. That's Jack Nicholson. Is that Jack Nicholson? Yeah, Jack Nicholson, About Schmidt. It's about a guy in Omaha who retires from his insurance job. His wife dies, and he gets in an RV, and he drives out to visit his crazy daughter in Denver. It's a really good movie, and I forgot that he's in an RV in that. Yes, he buys an RV, and they have it all sitting in the driveway. That is a good movie too, about Schmidt. It's from 2002. If you've never seen it, yeah, it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. Every Sunday can be that's right. They can just run that AC Gillespie, just run Super Bowl games every Sunday if there's no regular. Every Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. If they cancel March Madness, then football 2 is toast, damn it. Maybe they'll house the football players at Disney World. Yeah, why not? Like they're doing with the RV, with the base basketball. Basketball hasn't restarted yet, has it? I don't know, man. I don't know. You could have the players all camped out at Disney, and then, if they're sick, they don't play, and they quarantine them and just play as many players as they can, and then they don't have any audiences, or they can put canned applause in there, I don't know. They could do it. My broom is now showing on Dave's Facebook. Facebook just did a redesign, I went on the dark mode. They now have a dark mode. It looks really weird. Oh, is it time? Yes. Thank you, Shimei. Shimei is reminding us that it is time for the Camo Dave hotline. 571-419-0463. Let me turn on the ringer. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I got the wrong phone. I got the wrong phone. I got two phones here. Let me see. We got to put the ringer on this one. And I will not take any restricted calls. So if you are calling and want to get through, I got to see your number. Okay. So if you want to call the next few minutes, you can call here, 571-419-0463. If you need cash, Dave needs cash now. 571-419-0463. Dave needs cash now. What was I watching? There's some clown guy, Puddles, that sings. He's a guy from Atlanta, and we're watching a lot of his singing videos. He'll do like REM and some other bands. But he does a video. Beginning of one of it, they have like the cry line. They used to have a 1-900 cry line. 1-900-CRY, and then it was some numbers. You could call in and pay like $1 a minute, and you could cry, and somebody would listen to you. Oh, my boyfriend left me. I subtracted $9 from your Social Security and federal taxes. Thank you. That's right. I had to pay. I did owe quite a bit of chunky change for my, since when you're self-employed, it's not like they deduct stuff out of your paycheck. You get all your money. And then you end up, unless you want to make these quarterly payments, which are a pain in the butt, I just let it go. And, I get a nice big bill at the, in April, for that. Okay. But, there's one big bill. There's sometimes a little bit of penalty thrown in, but I don't like doing those quarterly payments. Thank you, DLI, Danny Lee. 718. He always makes an interesting number there, Oh, today's date. That's right. Okay, so we got About Schmidt, Basketball Man. I've never seen that movie. Beethoven's Third. Never seen that. Blues Brothers, we just talked about. Borat, 2006. That's right. He goes around the country in an RV. I forgot about that. A movie called Campfire Tales. A group of teens in the woods. Child of Grace. Crow's Nest. Darius Goes West. Dead and Breakfast. Dear Mr. President. Yeah, I've seen that one. Devil's Ground. Daryl Hannah. Dusk. Escape to Witch Mountain. Dusk Till Dawn. We've already mentioned that. I like that movie. Grandma's Blessings. That sounds like something that's on the Hallmark Channel. Hollywood to Dollywood. Hollywood to Dollywood. Two gay twins, Gary and Larry, have always loved Dolly Parton. They leave their small town to go to Hollywood and are finally ready to take their script to Dolly. Really? I've never heard of that. 2011 documentary. Huh. How's Your News documentary? The Incredibles 2004. Independence Day, right? Jack B. Nimble, Judgment Night, A lot of movies. Lost in America, Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, Paul. Yes, Paul came up in this list. Race with the Devil, we've heard of that. Refugee, Linda Hamilton. RV, that's the one with Robin Williams, right? Spaceball, Stripes with Bill Murray. Long, Long Trailer, of course. We're the Millers. Wild Thornberries. Winnebago Man. Winnebago Man. I think I've seen that movie, like on cable. 2012. Yeah, okay. So those are the... All right, very cool. So those are some of the best RV movies. Anybody want to throw in there? J.G. Wentworth. Cash Now. Did anybody call yet? No, phone. I think I have the ringer on. One of my comments disappeared. Did someone delete it? No, I didn't. Turn the phone. Ringer, the phone is on. It's on. It's on, damn it. Why doesn't, go ahead, Doxinator could call in. Why don't you test the line, Doxinator? Call in and they love to hear your voice. You know, I usually try to get down to the Doxinator's place. He's only an hour and a half away in South Carolina. I try to get down and visit him every couple months now, and I haven't been able because he's locked up in his garage quarantining there. But, you know, they haven't heard your lovely voice in a while. So give us a call and say hello to everybody. Yiggy called last week, right? You know. Put Jilly on the phone. Little Miss Sunshine. There was a VW bus. Yes, that's a great movie. Danny Lee Ingram, 706 area code. Hi, Danny.
Hey, I'm testing the line.
The line is working. It is working. Thank you. Have you driven over? Have you driven over to where? Oh, Michael Nippert's calling. Have you? Thank you, Mr. Nippert. I'll call you back. Have you gone over to the where Jamie is having? Have you found out that plot of land up there in North Georgia where Jamie's having his van build? Have you investigated for us? You need to do that.
Not yet. Maybe I'll do that.
You need to do that. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's right where Tennessee, North Carolina, and Georgia meet. There's that point, and it's like a couple miles from that. So that's still quite a haul from where you are, I think. But still, it can't be that far. But you should drive around and, you know, scope things out.
Yeah, I'm always looking for stuff to film.
Yeah, you should. And see if you can find the land that he's clearing and, maybe go up and say, hi, Dave says hello. Yeah.
Right. Oh, by the way, I had a team name for Washington.
Yes.
The DC Comics.
I like that. They probably get sued by DC Comics, but I like that. They could do the DC Devils, the DC Deadbeats, the DC Doxinators, the DC Comics. I like that. The DC Currents, like DC Current. I like. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
ACDC.
The DCACs, the ACDCs, the ACDC. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you later.
Bye, Danny. All right, Danny Lee Ingram there in North Georgia. Saucy, the rowboat chef. I don't know. We were promoting the heck out of Saucy's channel last year. And then we, she got got a nice award there on the Camo Awards. And then we sent her the thing and we hyped her channel. And then I made a criticism about RV Rebel Girl and she hated me. So, go figure. If you're talking about calling the Virginia Redskins and so they could do that. They could call themselves the Virginia. You know what? Virginia is the largest state that has no major league sports teams. They don't. They don't have a professional basketball team. They don't have a professional baseball team. They don't have a professional football team. They don't have anything. Virginia. Now we have, Virginia, it's the Washington market. So we have all those teams in Washington. And a lot of those teams have their practice facilities and stuff over in Virginia. I mean, the Washington Capitals practice in Arlington. The Redskins, their whole complex is over in Virginia. But we don't have any teams in Virginia that are Virginia teams that are professional, those top-level teams. Really. The Richmond Count Yorgas. They're a field hockey team. YouTube flagged it. Did you put symbols in it? I don't know. YouTube flags things. I don't know. I was on somebody's chat one day and I'm typing quite a lot of messages, and then I get this message says, "You have been timed out automatically by YouTube because you're typing too much." I went, "Really? They did that?" R&B soul singer 70s Johnny Bristol was born in Morganton. "Hang On in There Baby" was his biggest hit. Really? I'll have to check on him. I didn't know. I know Sam Ervin, that senator that was in Watergate, was that's weird. Oh, there we are. That's weird. It's not. It's ringing, but it's not coming up with the ring screen. Isn't that weird? Usually it comes up with I can't answer the phone. This dopey phone. Oh, it's ringing on the other phone. Oh, the other phone. I thought it was the wrong phone. Doxy needs to call me on the hotline. You called me on the wrong phone. I'm like hearing it ringing, and I'm like, why isn't... Okay, it was coming in on the main line, not the hotline. And now he's called Brian Heffernan. Hey, Brian Heffernan, Columbus, Ohio. How are you doing?
Hello, Dave. I'm doing wonderful. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. How's it going?
It's going very well. Got a nice sunshiny day here, having a coffee from Timmy Hortons. I just want to put my 2 cents in on the football name. I think the Washington Warriors is a good name.
I like that. The Washington Warriors. Make them the Warriors.
Yeah,
I'm so worried. Ugh. The Warriors. I like Washington Warriors. I really do like the Red Hawks or something. The Red Wolves. I think that would be fine.
The Warriors, and you remember, you're old school on this, so
the Swamp Skins. Hey, Photo Wanderer.
Washington used to have a helmet that just had a spear on it. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think you could use that symbol on the helmet now and call them the Washington Warriors.
Drain the swamp. We got the Swamp Skins. That sounds. I like it. I like Warriors. That's a very good name. Yes. Well, I'll send that off to Mr. Snyder there and see if he'll do that. Yeah, the deplorables.
Snyder, he's been throwing money at that team for years and has nothing to show for it.
Yeah, you're right. Good idea, Brian. Thank you very much.
Well, listen, man, I'll let you go. You have a great weekend, my friend.
All right, you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello. Is this the doc?
Welcome, you viewers, to Camo Live.
That's right. You called on the main line, and I'm like looking at my hotline, and I hear the ring, but I don't realize it's coming from the other phone. What's going on at Doxinator the Bunker? Anything? How's Jilly doing? Hello?
She's doing well. She's
she
has most of her motion back, and she's running the steps okay.
All right, good. Yeah, Jilly had a little injury there a couple weeks ago, and she was having difficulty. She's the adorable French bulldog that Doxinator has, and she was having difficulty going up and down the back stairs, down to the backyard, and they were afraid that she might need some surgery on her spine. But apparently, the doctors have said, let's just try the painkiller drugs and stuff and the anti-inflammatories, and that seems to be working, huh?
Yeah, it does.
A little slow today. Yes.
Yes.
You're so usually right on the draw talking. You sound like you just woke up or something.
And for those that didn't see Roland Orzabal's poignant video on the history of YouTube, please watch it.
Oh, okay. Yes, we did watch. I said that at the beginning of the show today. We were all sitting there watching that at the big party there that Roland threw for all of us there. The drone party there with all the that was nice. Hey, hi, Katie Ray. How are you doing? Katie Ray just said hello. All right, Craigie Poo, you take care.
Remember, call Dave G. Wentworth. He needs cash now.
I need cash now. Thank you. Bye. Anyway, just talking. I don't know, man. He was kind of, yeah, he usually is really with it. He was kind of like, I thought the phone was acting up there. Sometimes, I don't know. I guess he's okay. It sounds like he's a little sleepy this morning. How does Crotchy like the big blue bucket? Crotchy loves it. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of different buckets. Buckets are only $2 and change over there at the Walmart. I'm going to get about 4 or 5 buckets just to store things in. That's, if I, want to put some, if I go out on a trip and want to take some camo pants, just stick them in the bucket. It's actually better than a big tub or something, Virginia does have teams, but they're not like top. They don't have an NBA team. They don't have an NFL team. They don't have a NBA team. Yeah, whatever. They don't have an MLB team. They have teams. There are Richmond teams and other things, but they don't have like the top professional sports. Now, Washington market, yeah, we have all the teams, and Virginia is a big part of that market. But the actual state of Virginia, they don't have the Virginia, the Richmond, the Norfolk, the Roanoke, Bristol. I guess, yeah, NASCAR. We're not talking about NASCAR. We're talking about football, baseball, basketball. Oh, you had delay. He was delayed. Don't kick the bucket. Bristol is halfway. I have been to Bristol. It is the home of George Goober Lindsay. Remember him from Andy Griffith? Goober, right. He was born there, I think, grew up there. It's half. Right, there's a street right in the middle of town, and this side's on Virginia, this side's on Tennessee, right? It's in both. It's right on the line, okay? It's half and half. There's Bristol, Virginia, and there's Bristol, Tennessee. I am going to refill my drinks, my drinky poo. I will be right back. You all talk amongst yourself and stay sane. I will be right back. Crotchy, why didn't you answer the phone, Crotchy? What does he want now? Yes, Craig, what do you want?
You forgot to flush. Bye.
Bye. Jeez, Louise. I was filling up my tea, damn it. We had Michael Nippert call. I have to call back Michael to say hello to him. Michael is one of my good friends from Ohio. We chat almost every day. He always says, yeah, hello. Virginia Cavaliers.
Hello?
Hello, you're on Camo Dave hotline. You just called. Say hello to all the people.
Hello.
Hello.
You're
the second YouTuber we did a live one. I did a live chat with Lou Scott.
Oh, remember Lou? Whatever happened to poor Lou? Is he still around?
You know, I wish he would call in one day.
I would like that. If he called, I'd answer. If Lou called, I will answer it, Mr. Charles.
I thought about it. Wouldn't it be nice if Carpetbagger would call in?
Yes, Carpetbagger, Adam the Woo. I mean, all those folks, they say they should call in and say hello. Yeah. Hey, it's Adam the Woo from California or from Florida now, right?
It would be great to hear Carpetbagger say, "Damn you." The only way he could say it.
Yeah, he has that sort of way, right? I was talking about all the YouTubers I've had feuds with, and that definitely is one of my bigger feuds with Mr. Carpetbagger Jacob, yeah.
He didn't realize the energy that it brought to his channel.
Yeah, it did. It sure did, yes.
Some of the most entertaining moments of YouTube. And honestly, Lou brought a lot of life to YouTube. Instead of just another boring video, there was some real energy in
We
there.
really enjoyed those when he would do the afternoon chats at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and everybody looked forward to that. Yeah, he, I don't know. I don't know why he's not still doing those. I haven't seen Lou post all summer, so I hope he's all right. We would still love our Lou, and little Lou, Crotchy and little Lou had a good time too. I don't know. He got really mad when, I didn't send little Lou back, and then we haven't seen little Lou since. So I hope little Lou is okay.
Evie Nova, it'd be nice to hear her check in.
How about it? Yeah, Evie, we can give us an update on Lily. Yeah, the dog, right? I know. I did a phone interview with her back, early 2019. Yeah, or 2018.
It's always nice to hear from a young lady on a channel instead of all guys.
That's right. We like to hear from more of the women, right? All right, listen, Michael, I got to run. I'll chat with you later, okay?
All right.
Bye. All right, Michael Nippert, he sends me a lot of cool stuff, a lot of links, a lot of real interesting stuff. So nice to hear from him. He's over there near Cincinnati, Ohio. Just retired, by the way. He worked for some big plant, and then they were shut down for the pandemic or something, or I don't know what. And then they revealed that they were going to be closing down at least most of the plant or all of it or whatever. So he's been forced retirement, but he's doing well, got a nice house, getting it fixed up, and got a bunch of cats. He has like a whole, he's always calling me, oh, I haven't seen so-and-so in 3 days, oh no. Watch Morgan's live streams. Yes. Morgan, I don't know. I mean, I'm wearing shorts. I should get some real shorty shorts, right? Like Morgan, I need like really short shorts. Get a size too small, and then I got to have a real low cut. Hi there, Morgan. She knows how to get the viewers. A psychiatrist and a proctologist opened a joint practice called Odds and Ends. Life is a nomad bucket. Wrap arms around to care. Booty shorts. Yes. Oh, please. Eye roll. Well, Squeaky, I'll mail you one. Oh, I should, you know what I should do? Just get some Burger King gift cards, I should get some like $10 Burger King gift cards or whatever. And if you want, we could give away free Whoppers all the time. I don't know. Why do I do that? I should just go get a pile of $10 Burger King gift cards and give them out. You can, I don't know. But it'd be the reason I want to do that is I want to meet you guys, And it's easier for you all to come to me than for me to have to go to all of you. That'd mean a lot of traveling, and little Adam, and he probably wouldn't make it. But if I'm just sitting here, everybody comes to me, that would be so much more efficient, wouldn't it? And a lot of people are here. I mean, Western North Carolina is a big camping area. A lot of we've already seen Full Tiny House go by. We saw Maddie Van Halen the other day. I mean, I didn't see him, but everybody's near here. Element Van Life is is nearby, and Now, Element Van Life said he was going to be in Asheville, but he posts, his videos seem to be about a month old, so he may already have been here. But, I mean, how many people go to Pigeon Forge? Carpetbagger lives not far away from here. So there's a lot of cool nomads around here. You know, then, of course, on the other side of the state in Wilmington, Casey Roman's been around here. But nobody stops by to see Dave. You know, I don't know. You know, if you're on I-40 between, you know, coming to Western North Carolina, get off at Route 18 Morganton, and we're right there. Literally, we're 5 minutes off of the interstate. Morgan. Booty shorts. Svengoolie, that's right. The Wolfman is the movie tonight. That's an okay one. Mark's giving us his golfing jokes. The golfer asked the pro how to knock 10 shots off his score. Pro said, "For you, easy. Skip any par 4." Pat Sloan, she's a quilter. Okay. Stanford, Connecticut to Morganton is 10 hours and 45 minutes. Oh, my word. I need to go back up to New York. You know, my grandparents lived up there. My dad grew up in Westchester County. You know, I have very good memories of that area. I need to go visit the Gerb up there at Hyde Park. Got to go visit. There's a lot of cool people up there in the New York area. Got to go visit Gothic Child. Go to the South Bronx. Janislav. I used to go to Sherwood Island on the Long Island Sound. My grandparents liked to take us there a lot when we were kids. Go to Playland, which was on the Long Island Sound there in Rye, New York. I think that's still around. That Tom Hanks movie was filmed there, but he became a kid again or whatever. You're going to head west. You're going to head to the East Coast, Lily, because there's no work in Seattle. Even applies to contact tracing. Wow. I don't think there's too much work on the East Coast either. I don't know. Stanford and Greenwich, yes. Chemay's in New Jersey. Yeah, I grew up in New Jersey, South Jersey. West Stepford Township, Woodbury, not far out of Philly. Rod Sturgis, one of my big trolls, is right there in South Jersey. He got bitten by a spider a couple weeks ago and his leg swelled up. But he did better than Bama Mike. At least he went to the doctor right away and got it treated, and he's doing okay. You moved to North Carolina in 95. Wow. My best friend in New Jersey, Bill Moesta, he is we lost track. You know, I moved out of New Jersey in 72 when I was about 14. And we kind of lost touch with each other. And then I later connected with him on Facebook and he went to Virginia Tech. So he was he was a couple hours away from me at JMU, but he now lives in North Carolina, in Raleigh, I believe. But we do say hi to each other every now and then on the Facebook. I don't leave my zip code. Well, you know, it was supposed to hunker down, damn it. That's right, I will. There's a lot of people, yeah. I'll have to go visit Shatter King 215. Oh, there's a lot of people up in that area, yeah. Oh, my. That is true, though. If I do any traveling and little Adam conks out, I'll have a Rolodex of people to call and say, hello. I'm going to drive to Idaho. I did that. I said, I'm going to go to see Ellen Wilson in Idaho. And it was like, if I drive straight through and don't stop, it's like 3.5 days. So, all right, Sarah Cox, you take care. All our best. Yeah, we're starting to wind down here. Yes, what is Delaware or New Jersey? Idaho, Alaska. Right, all those state things. Yeah, we were talking about the other day, too, that town names that are named after states, like California, Pennsylvania. There were all those funny places like, they show you live in a town that's named after a state that's in another state. Go Fun Dave for car repair. So far, so good. New Jersey. Yes, that's right. The Redskins must wear a New Jersey. Well, it'd be nice to know what their new name will be. I mean, we're getting pretty close to the new season now. Bounder Back Roads. Nice to see you here. New York, New York. Duh. New York, New York. I was born in New York City. I am a native New Yorker, technically. I really am. Why? Yeah, like Wyoming, Ohio. Right. It's a state and then, state, city, name. Yes, we were trying to look for all those, state, city. Okay. Cities named after states. Okay, here we go. Okay. There's cities named after their state, but not okay. There's an Alabama city, Alabama, and a Delaware city, Delaware. Right. I don't want them named after their states. I want to see cities named after other states. Cities named after other states. It keeps giving me the same thing. Google, why is it coming up? Google, do you see? Places named after states. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. There's an Alabama, New York. There's a Montana, Wisconsin. There's an Alaska, New Mexico. There's a New Mexico, Maryland. There is a New York, Texas. And there is a Texas, New York. See? Oregon, Ohio, Florida. Yeah, that's stuff like that. Florida, Massachusetts. Yes, Washington, New Jersey. I've been there. Wyoming, Ohio. Yeah. Manhasset, New York. No. Anyway. Michigan City, Indiana. Virginia City, Nevada. Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, that fits. California, Pennsylvania. There's a Wyoming, Rhode Island. There's a Florida, New York. Ohio, Indiana. Washington, Connecticut. Washington, Georgia. There's a New York, New Jersey. Vermontville, Michigan. Yeah. Arizona, Texas. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Indiana County, Pennsylvania. There's an Oregon and Delaware County in Wyoming. Yeah, there's a lot of them anyway. Brazil, other countries. There's a Paris, Virginia. Oh yeah, we can get into that too. Georgia, right? Is Georgia the only state that's also a country? That's right. That is very true. Sometimes you'll see news articles about Georgia, revolution in Georgia, and you think, oh my gosh, and then it's that Georgia, Tbilisi. Paramus is the Indian word for shopping mall. Oh man. All righty, folks. What are we gonna? We got a couple more minutes here. I want to thank everybody for their kind participation in today's show. Did you pay your taxes? Did you get your taxes filed and pay everything? I hope so, because it's too late now. No more extensions. You're going sailing off the coast, Georgetown, South Carolina. Back in time for Casey Roman at 7 p.m. Sunday, Ozzy. All right, you stay safe. Looks like a nice day. I am a fat lady. I could sing. Well, nice to see my mods here. Doxinator, Shamay. We miss Ellen. Ellen, come back. I mean, not Ellen, Noreen. We miss Noreen. Ellen is here too. We miss Noreen. Roland was here for a minute or two. I guess he had to go fly his drone. No penalty for filing late if you don't owe. That's right, Breyer. That's right. Yeah, if you don't owe anything, go ahead and Katie Ray, nice to see you. My Doxinator is a particularly warm welcome to you, Katie. The Donald, well, yeah, my stimulus money and my tax owed were approximately the same amount. So technically the Donald paid my taxes. Oh man. I want to thank Always Seek Adventure, Austin Joseph, Tex to Sturgis, and Danny Lee Ingram for their kind super chats today. I also want to thank Mary Sanders for her kind PayPal. Appreciate that. That's total cases, Mark. We're not doing too bad here in Burke County, North Carolina. The Washington sex harassers. I like that. Yes. They should just call them the Snyders, right? The Washington, just Dan Snyder, the Washington Snyders, you know. Pizza Earth pancakes and other mashed potatoes. Top of the morning to you all, camo heads. Yeah. All right. You hope the BV Arnie doesn't strike Roland too hard. Yeah, I'd watch out, Roland. They're coming for you. Bubba Warbucks, he's up there, not far from you. I know he's, I'd watch out. Ether Bunny. Where's the Ether Bunny today? Haven't seen Mr. Ether Bunny. All righty, folks. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight, we'll be doing our little happy hour live stream. And then we'll watch some Svengoolie, the Wolfman. So that's coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Camo Dave channel. And that'll do it for our live chats. That's it. Just 2 chats on Saturday. And then we can all watch Casey Roman do her live chat. We really need to be there for that. Yeah, we really need to. Does anyone use streaming elements? No. No, I just do the basic. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming. Gummo Dude, Janice Lala, no, please, no. We do not want a wonky name for the Redskins. No. You know, the Nationals. The Nationals was okay for the baseball team. The Gnats. I don't know. I think they could have picked a better one. Yes, that's right. I'll be back with a smidgen of vodka. Now it's time to run downstairs and get a pizza. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. You all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'll see you tonight. Vlog under.